Hello and welcome to another Dominaria Draft League. This is Oldmanpoole. This is my second in the same day, and I'm excited to be back in it again. It took a little bit longer than usual to set up recording, so I actually don't have a ton of time here. I think I'm taking Wizard's Lightning out of this pack. Kazarov is a pretty good finisher late game. As 7-drops go, Kazarov's pretty good, but I wasn't amazed by it in sealed, and I think draft is a little bit faster, so I'm just going to take the reasonable removal spell here. I could see Karazov being correct as the format goes on a little bit longer. I actually have played with it twice, once in the pre-release that I played on Magic Online and once in my in-person pre-release, and it felt a little bit better in the in-person one, but I still think it's probably not absurd. Okay, so we could follow it up with a Goblin Barrage here, which is obviously pretty fantastic if we're just gonna keep picking up really solid red cards. We've got Song of Freyalise, which I guess I should just assume this card is good. It seems a little bit suspect to me still, but I got been beaten by it a couple of times, and I've heard from a couple other people that it's a solid card. There's also a Weight of Memory, which is powerful, though I think probably worse than the other ones. It is a 3-for-1 just on its surface, but it doesn't do a whole lot to affect the board either. I'm gonna take Goblin Barrage, I guess. Joda. Oh, yeah, this is also in one of my pre-release pools. Don't think this card is particularly exciting. A 4/3 flyer for 4 is very good, but the mana cost is pretty tough, and the second line of text on the card is almost not text at all. You'd have to go pretty deep to have 5 colors available for you, and then I guess it's okay, but usually by the time you have 5 mana you can cast most things anyway, so I don't think Joda is particularly good. Goblin Barrage just again? I guess we'll just keep taking pretty quality removal spells. I'm not unhappy with that. It's kind of funny, our first 3 packs have all had a Goblin Barrage in it. We took a Wizard's Lightning over the first Barrage, which I do think is correct, but we've seen a bunch since. Alright, so got a couple of good white cards, Aven Sentry and Devant, I think. Trapper are both pretty solid. Benalish Honor Guard might be a kind of necessary evil against some decks. There's a Sorcerer's Wand here, which is very good, I think, if you are in the Wizard's deck, and pretty bad outside of it. My eye is definitely being drawn to the Baloth Gorger here, though. This card is very, very efficient as a 4/4 for 4, and then potentially getting you even more value later on in the game. I think I'm just going to take the Gorger. I'm always a sucker for red-green, too. Wow, another Wizard's Lightning? They were just mono removal here? I mean, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, let's take the Wizard's Lightning. Alright, Antiquities War. Oh, this is the artifact one. I don't think this card's particularly good, although there are a bunch of cheap artifacts in the set, and maybe if you had a really strong historic theme already and were planning on playing a good number, Antiquities War could get there. I don't think it's absurd, though. I don't really like Radiating Lightning or Primordial Worm that much. I guess you might just take the Worm here. If we're taking the best card out of the pack, it's maybe Fungal Infection? Maybe Antiquity War. I guess let's take Primordial Worm. I'm definitely more married to red than I am to green here. Okay, Keldon Raider's great. Wow, so these... I'm not really sure how aggressively to pick up these lands. They're very, very powerful when you can grab them because they're kind of a free extra spell or card in your deck. They don't really cost you. Man, these are 2 good blue cards, but I think I'm going to take Keldon Raider. I know this is going to end up making the deck. I'm not sure if Academy Drake or Memorial Genius would. Ooh. So this is kind of interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Flame of Keld. Maybe it's good. Goblin Barrage does go to the face, but you have to discard your hand and then draw it. I don't know. Flame of Keld I could see being very, very powerful, and I might die to it a fair number of times in the format, but discarding your hands a lot, and drawing 2 a turn after is not all that fantastic. It does let you Alpha Strike, but... And I guess I'll take Broken Bond. It's a fine sideboard card. Fungal Infection might just be a little bit better, but assuming we do end up being green, I think I'm happy to have a Broken Bond or 2. Okay, another Keldon Raider's great. Our curve's a little bit high right now, but think that's okay. Alright, so Llanowar Scout is definitely a lot worse than Llanowar Elves. I'm kind of leaning towards the side this card is close to unplayable. It does put cards onto the battlefield. If you play on turn 2, it's probably pretty okay. But late in the game, it doesn't do a whole lot, and it doesn't even give you, like, card advantage. Well, card advantage is the wrong word, but it doesn't actually give you another source like it does with Llanowar Elves. I'm gonna take Rampaging Cyclops and just keep adding to this 4-drop slot. Okay, Bloodstone Goblin, I think over Gitu Journey Mage. I think we're much more likely to play kicker cards in the red-green deck. And I think the Bloodstone Goblin's actually probably just a little bit better than Journey Mage, if the deck doesn't care about synergies on either side. I guess Fire Elemental, although that's definitely not what we're hoping to be playing, but... And Run Amok. Also not looking particularly likely in the deck so far, but you never know. Okay, so we had some pretty absurd start with just a whole bunch of very powerful removal spells. And I think red's fairly open. I'm not as sure about green, but... Wow, so we could take another Wizard's Lightning. We have Sylvan Awakening, which I actually haven't seen. So your next turn, all lands you control become 2/2 elemental creatures with reach, indestructible, and haste. So you play this as like a late game finisher, maybe. On turn, like, 8? It's kind of like Rude Awakening, which is one of my favorite old cards. You get like 5 2/2s for 1 turn. It's probably not very good. It's going to be very, very bad against some draws for your opponents. I'm really kind of drawn towards Tediova, because she's just a very, very strong card. We don't have any good fixing so far. Green does have the colors for it, so it's possible we pick it up. I think probably, if we're being honest, we should just take another Wizard's Lightning. I don't think we can have too many of these cards. Yeah, we'll have to play Tediova at some point, but I think Wizard's Lightning's too good to pass on. Yeah, then we would have picked up Hinterland Harbor and just been super happy, but oh well. Here, we could still take the Harbor, but I think that's probably worse than something just like Yavimaya Shepherd. Or, sorry, Sapherd. I'm never gonna get that card right. Arvad the Cursed and Knight of Grace are both great cards, but we're a long ways away from those right now. Zhalfirin Void, I would also play for sure. I think I'm probably just in line for Sapherd. I can see the Void actually being correct here, but especially given that we already have a good number of playables. Ooh. Wow, am I gonna put my money where my mouth is? There's a Baloth Gorger here, which is great. There's also Memorial to Unity. You know, I think I might actually be online with the Memorial here. That feels kind of crazy to me. There's also Fiery Intervention, but we have so much removal already that it actually does start to lose some of its appeal, especially because this is a little bit more expensive and clunky. Yeah, I think we're going to take one of the Memorials. Like, these cards are very valuable as not taking up a slot in your deck, but still giving you value as the game goes on. Goblin Warchief I don't think is particularly exciting. Probably just going to take a Skittering Surveyor here. This can help set up splashes. If we had taken Tediova, or if we get another opportunity at it, we'll be really happy to have Surveyor. And, I mean, Cabal Stronghold, I guess, is pretty powerful if you... I'm not even sure what deck wants this. Might be more of a Constructed Shenanigans card. Let's take the Surveyor. There's Shauna here, which is fine. Wow, there's some good cards in this pack. I feel like red's removal has just been like flying around the table, which is crazy to me. Shivanfire or Llanowar Elves? I guess realistically, I think those are both better than Shauna, especially since we're splashing Shauna. And probably just in general, too. We don't have very much in the way of 2-drops, so Elves is exciting. Shivanfire I think is probably better, but again, we just have so much removal already. It may not be necessary. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take Llanowar Elves. I think that most of the time you take Shivanfire, but I think this deck so far wants Llanowar Elves more. There's another Shauna. Could take a Bloodstone Goblin or an Ancient Animus. Animus is definitely fine. The same statements as we've been having about having a lot of removal, though. we don't have a lot of legendaries. This is basically just Pounce, which is, again, fine. But I think we might actually want more Shore Up in the early game, so I think I'm going to take the Bloodstone Goblin. Champion the Flames, not really something we're looking to be doing, I don't think. I take an Animus here. Could also take Krosan Druid. I'm not in love with this card. A 2 for 3 for 3 is okay. The kicker, I mean, 10 life is a lot of life, but it's still, like, it's an 8 cost kicker, and I don't know. On turn, like, 10 or so of the game, getting 10 life just doesn't seem that exciting. Yeah, let's take the Animus this time. Another Bloodstone Goblin. There's also a Navigator's Compass, which I guess has a little bit more utility because of Goblin Barrage, but not that much. We have one Skittering Surveyor already, which means I think we'd rather not play things like the Compass. Goblin. And Fervent Strike or Pierce the Sky, I think here is sideboard option, or main deck combat trick. How are we winning this game? We're missing a little bit of star power. We do have the potential to get just kind of into big creatures in these colors, although we don't have tons just yet. I don't think we're going to be on the beat down for Fervent Strike, though, so I think I'm going to take Pierce the Sky and add to our good set of removals cards. And yeah, if we want a combat trick, I guess we're playing Run Amok. Only works on offense, but yeah. The Void actually came around. Yeah, pretty sure we're going to play it. Seems good to me. We're not super mean to our mana base, at least so far. And having another land that sort of does something for us is nice. I don't like Warlord's Fury very much. Guess I'll take Broken Bond. Maybe if my opponent's playing like the super historic deck and they just have a lot of artifacts flying around, Broken Bond gets better. Not in love with anything here. Take the Prospector just to cut red. Same with Warlord's Fury. Alright, and Vest. Well, I do think we're in an open color combination, more so red than green. It'll be interesting to see if green feels like it's sort of open in pack 3 or not at all. I think it was more open pack 2 for us than pack 1. How many red cards do we have right now? 11? Quite a few. Ooh. So Howler is actually, ordinarily I think would be fantastic. We don't have a ton of kicker cards in this deck though, which is kind of surprising. Actually don't remember what Kalmal's Druidic Vow does. Look at the top X card of your library, put any number of land or legendary permanent cards with convert mana cost X or less from on the battlefield. Yeah, it seems pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just going to pull a lot of lands out of your deck. There's Memorial to Unity. It's possible that Hauler would come back around with how open red has been. Not sure we want to take that risk, though. Yeah, I think we're just going to take this. Even if we don't end up with too many more kicker cards, it's powerful. And if we do end up with picking up a couple of Baloth Gorgers or a Ship and Fire or something, it gets pretty exciting. We have Dave. Dave is here. I don't think we have much that's helping Dave out. I guess it's good with the Sapper. On the other hand, I'm not really sure what we're taking here. Don't like Short Sword much. Don't think Thran's Temporal Gateway is going to really be what gets it going either. Sure, let's take Dave. This is probably just a 2/2 for 2, but if we end up with a couple more like Sap Purge or something, the upside is pretty real. Wow, another Druidic Vow. It's kind of funny. Another Flame of Keld as well. The third Janna. Seen a lot of those. Keldon Overseer, I guess. It is another reasonable like late game card. It's not terrible on turn 3 either. Yeah, okay, I think I want it more in like Corrosive Ooze or the Warcaller, things like that. Sure. This deck's looking a little bit more like we actually do want Run Amok here. We're a little bit higher or lower on the curve than I thought we were going to be, and maybe just a little bit more on the let's punch our opponent quickly, get a couple of 2-drops down. What? You're kidding me. Siege Gang Commander? This card's absurd. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy to pick that up. Yeah, 4th pick. I guess our red's really open. That's crazy. Sapperling Migration would be good with Dave, but yeah, nothing tops the commander. Goodness. There's a Goblin War Chief here. I still don't think that's fantastic. We actually only have the one Goblin, I think. Oh no, Bloodstone Goblins too. It's trying to get closer. I still think Ship and Fire is just better though. Yeah. This deck looks really good. I guess if we're saying we're going on the more aggressive side, I could just take Giant Growth. Damping Sphere, actually, I think it's worth a little bit, too. Let me see exactly how much. Not that much, actually. It's like 50 cents or so. Yeah, I think we'll just take Gift of Growth. I think we're looking more and more aggressive all the time, and so this effect may be quite welcome. Gitu Chronicler definitely pulls us a little bit slower, but I think is great. We have so much good removal. Works well with Hauler. Yeah, happy to have this card. Gonna play it mostly like a 6-drop, pretty much as often as we can. Arbor Armament. Right now we have 2 tricks. Or another Rampaging Cyclops. I don't think we really need either of these cards. We might actually want Arbor Armaments more if my opponent's got a lot of flyers. Cyclops is very good with all of our tricks, though. I can kind of see it either way. I guess I'll take Cyclops. Okay, another Chronicler is pretty nice. Wouldn't hate another Run Amok, but I think I'm down for the value here. Don't really need Navigator's Compass. Guess Warcaller maybe makes the cut. Guess we've only got... We don't have like a ton of 2-drops. Corrosive Ooze I think is better than the Warcaller, despite not being fantastic on its own. Not going to play any of these cards, that's alright. Sure, I'll take the uncommon over the common. Maybe we should just take the land. Journey Mage for 3/2. Memorial of War, last pick. Yeah, unfortunately, even though I was saying very nice things about like Memorial to Unity, like Memorial to War is kind of the worst of the free land effects. Journey Mage actually might not be bad. It makes Wizard's Lightnings cost 1. What are we cutting? Feels like we got a ton of playables for sure. Maybe could have gotten like Goblin War Chiefs and tried to really go down that line. Feels like we don't have quite enough payoffs for it, but it could have been cool. So Skittering Surveyor actually doesn't look fantastic in this deck, despite the fact that I almost always like it quite a bit. It's We're not splashing for anything. It does find us a land. It's good with the Goblin Barrage, because we can always sacrifice it for a little bit of extra face to the dome, but I think it's actually not that great. I think we want all of our 3s, so we don't have too terribly many. Do we want Ancient Animus? Do we want Dave? Dave's probably better than like the Warcaller, certainly. Chroniclers, we're going to assume are 6-drops, more or less. This deck looks pretty good. I'm not positive what I want to cut. Maybe we say that we're not actually playing that crazy aggressive since we have things like Llanowar. I cut Corrosive Ooze. Keep the Bloodstone Goblins for a little bit of damage early and the potential to do good things for us later on. We cut Journey Mage. The only other wizards we're likely to have are the Chroniclers, which we're hopefully kicking anyway, so we're really just playing this as a 3/2 for the Wizard's Lightning, which is upside, but if we're trying to play maybe not a crazy fast game anyway, maybe the Journey Maker just doesn't quite make it, or Journey Mage, I think that's what it was. Yeah, Journey Mage. So if we're not necessarily going crazy aggressive, maybe Run Amok loses some value. I think we're still going to play Gift of Growth. Like I said, don't want to cut any of our removal, I don't think. Maybe Ancient Animus? Yeah, it's the worst of what we got. Okay, we're at 24 right now. I do want to play 23 or 17 lands since we're playing both Memorial to Unity and Zhalfirin Void. We could cut 1 Cyclops? Is that correct? That seems probably like our next best one. Cyclops is nice. It's worse than Baloth Gorger, basically strictly so. But it does have the merit that it encourages double blocks, and when you've got a bunch of Wizard's Lightnings and Shivan Fires in your decks, that can be a pretty backbreaking thing. I don't know about Dave, but I guess if we get the Sap Herd, that's a little bit of extra value. This also might be scary enough it just draws removal from my opponent. Like for us, it's basically just a 2/2 for 2, but our opponents don't know that. Let's see, is there anything else we desperately want? No, I don't think so. This deck looks great. I think red was nuts open. I can't believe we got like a 4th pick Siege Gang Commander. all through the pack, for pack 1, we just got handed like Wizard's Lightning after Wizard's Lightning. That's pretty absurd. Okay, let's add in the Void, Memorial to Unity, and add some lands. Deck recommends a fairly heavy bias towards mountains, which I can definitely see the argument for that. Llanowar Elves makes me not want to cut quite that far in that direction. We do have a lot of double-colored cards, which is a little bit awkward, with like Zhalfir and Void. Maybe it's not even correct to play that card then. It does seem like good upside. It'll be bad if we just can't play all our spells, though, which is possible. We could go 8/8. I really think I'm not unhappy with that. Our double red are the Keldon Raiders, which are good on turn 4, and Siege Gang Commander, which is good early, but I don't think any of those really fall off terribly badly in the late game, too. So yeah, let's do 8/8 and then the Void. Alright, deck looks pretty sweet. Got a lot of good removal, some pretty powerful creatures, some star power with the Siege Gang Commander. Yeah, I really can't complain. I'll see you guys for match 1. Alright, we are back for match 1. I'm not in love with this hand. It's a lot of lands, it's a lot of lands. We do have Yavimaya Shepherd on turn 3, or Sapherd, someday I'll get that right. And Gitu Chronicler eventually, if we find some spell along the way that gets good value. I think I am going to keep this. It is a little bit begrudging, but I think I don't want to toss that back. Alright, the hand just got certainly better. Wizard's Lightning is a good pickup, and the fact that we'll have at least something to steal back with the Chronicler is nice. Okay, another mountain, less exciting though, less exciting. I'd be... I don't know. I guess things like Baloth Gorger want more lands eventually, but I wouldn't be distressed to not see very many more lands for rest. Okay, Keldon Raider's great. That'll help fix our draw if we pitch one more land. Then all of a sudden the hand starts looking pretty okay. And having a little bit of Magic Online lag, it looks like here. May I'll have to restart it after this game. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad for you guys. Okay, Even Sentry, a good one. Not sure if it's gonna merit Wizard's Lightning over something like Keldon Raider. But I guess since we found Llanowar Elves, maybe we just want it. What are the odds this gets enchanted by something other than... If we kill it now, we can get in for an extra point with the Saproling, which is maybe nice too. Sure, and if we do that, the next turn we can play Chronicler, I guess, as opposed to Keldon Raider. I'm not even sure if that's good. I guess I kind of just want to kill the Sentry, but maybe I should play the Keldon Raider first. So we take 4 in the air. We only get in for 2. We're starting to look behind at that point. I think I'm gonna Wizard's Lightning. Let's play a Llanowar Elves. Let's play a Lightning. Blow up a Sentry. Get in for 2 points. And pass back. Okay, another Pegasus Courser. And no blocks. Okay, so we could just drop Primordial Worm this turn. That seems pretty good. Off the Llanowar Elves. I don't think there's any 1-mana counter spells that will really get us. So, sure, Primordial Worm it is. That was a good draw. Yeah, it is really bothering me that Magic Online is so slow. I want my pretty animations, although I suppose it would help if I could say them. Okay, Honor Guards galore. So if my opponent, like, quadruple blocked, I guess we're only getting a 2-for-1 out of that. I guess we get a 3-for-1, right? So it's probably not going to be his play. I guess if it is, though, I'm not unhappy. Alright, Primordial Worm, get in there. That's would be a incredibly scary multi-block too. So next turn they can swing for 6 in the air, but we're actually threatening a fair amount of damage at that point too. So we could play the Chronicler and just get a land back. I guess that we would have... Ooh. So we could grab just Wizard's Lightning, right? It's not bad. So if we play the Chronicler with Llanowar Elves, then we have Wizard's Lightning up. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm down for that. Yeah, that Llanowar Elves, I was thinking it was a little bit late to the party, but I am pretty happy with it. Because this is a Wizard, so now Wizard's Lightning is cheap. Do we want to kill a Courser before combat goes? I don't know if we care that much about taking 6. Oh yeah, Weight of Memory. And now my opponent just has no good blocks against the Worm, too. I mean, they can just start chump blocking, which isn't terrible. Weight of Memory did get them a lot of cards. Another Wizard's Lightning. It's almost like we're playing like 40 of these in the deck or something. Yeah, I guess we'll just get in with the Worm, play Keldon Raider, and pitch a Forest. I guess maybe we want to play the Raider first, in case that changes anything. Probably won't, but you never know. Yes, we want to discard a Forest. Okay, Bloodstone Goblin. Are we playing that? We might. Okay, well, we're swinging with the Worm regardless here. Okay, opponent just chump blocking. Sounds good. I mean, they know we have Wizard's Lightning, so we could just kill them if they don't block. Let's play Bloodstone Goblin. And pass the back. Ooh, Time of Ice. Alright, that's pretty good. So I imagine they're tapping down the Worm. This does buy a like massive amount of time for my opponent. Knight of Grace. Do we just kill Knight of Grace right now? Kinda think we do. We're just sitting on removal. I think I'm okay with this. Rampaging Cyclops, not bad. Still don't really have a great attack outside of the Keldon Raider, but we will send the Keldon Raider in. So next turn, my opponent's gonna tap down the Raider, probably. Oh wow. Alright, alright. We're getting that sweet Wizard's Lightning 2-for-1 here. Sure, let's block like, or assign like that. I guess that's probably not an unreasonable double block for my opponent. It's gonna be tough for him to fight through 3 Wizard's Lightnings, though. I can't believe we got so many of those in the draft. Because now all of a sudden, even with Time of Ice, they're looking pretty bad. Yeah, okay, opponent concedes. Alright, so during the sideboard, I'm gonna real quick disconnect from Magic Online and come back. But I guess first, let's see if there's anything we want to change. Rampaging Cyclops seems good. Journey Mage. I guess maybe it's really, really worth it making Wizard's Lightning cheap. It was nice having them cost 1 that game. I don't know if it's better than anything else, though, is the problem. Opponent's on like a blue-white Flyers deck. I think Pierce the Sky has got to come in, right? That's just a pre-premier removal spell if my opponent's on the Flyers plan. Big creatures seem kind of important. Maybe Bloodstone Goblin's just not going to get through an army of like 2/2s. On the other hand, my opponent might be beating down pretty quickly. Although we have lots of removal too in the early bits. Golden Overseer might not be fantastic if my opponent's trying to go wide. Maybe we cut like that for the Journey Mage. I think the upside with Wizard's Lightning actually might just be enough to merit the Journey Mage. Okay, let's submit. I'm going to real quick jump out of the game here. Okay, we're back. This hand is not great. Opponent's mulligan down to 6. I think I'm going to follow suit. If we find 1 mountain, it actually turns into a pretty fine hand. But this hand could do kind of nothing too. My opponent was playing a good number of 2-drops. I'm going to keep at this point. We do need to look for lands pretty aggressively. But with a couple of 2-drops and Wizard's Lightning that can be activated by the Chronicler if need be. Okay, yeah, Forest on top. I think we got a pretty good spot here. My opponent will get down to 5, put a card on bottom. So they are... Looks like they're going to be in for a bit of a rough game. Okay, they've got the Banalish Honor Guard right on time, though. Okay, another Chronicler. I'm going to play the Spore Crown Thallid here and just offer a trade. I'm sure my opponent will swing in, but The Thallid actually isn't, or Dave, sorry, Dave, didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Oh wow, opponent unwilling to attack. So missing on lands there is rough. We could just Shivan Fire the Honor Guard. Or we can play the Chronicler and set up for Wizard's Lightning. Would love to find some lands, but can't control that for sure too. Yeah, I guess we'll just pass with Shivan Fire up with the intent of killing the Honor Guard. Third Disciple. Okay. Another flyer, but not a real scary one. Maybe we should have done this main phase. If they have a trick, this is kind of bad. That is their last card in hand, too. Okay. So we're taking 2 a turn. Okay, we found a land, so I think our odds are pretty okay now. I guess let's swing with Dave first. Get him, Dave. All reliable. You may attack when I shouldn't attack with you sometimes, but that time was a good attack. And now I think we just get to really take advantage of the fact that my opponent not only was on the play, but bowled to 5. Okay, take 1. Okay, still nothing else here. I mean, I guess we'll just attack with both and leave up Wizard's Lightning. Yeah. Definitely a little bit shy on lands, but it's okay. And just having this removal available if we need it. Oop. I don't know what happened just there. Okay, I managed to open Magic Online one time too many there, I guess, but worked out. Yep, take 1. Interesting they chose to swing at the Courser and not the Disciple this turn. Kinda makes me suspicious. Do we want to just Wizard's Lightning the Disciple at this point? That makes me think they have a trick. So I guess let's swing with both. If they've got something, Wizard's Lightning probably wrecks them pretty good. If not, we can just play Baloth Gorger. Okay, yeah. Sounds good. So, yeah. Poor Dave. Dave has a rough time. Okay, so this comes in. We could just kill it. Kind of want to see how they block, actually. Just across the board, huh? So we could just shoot the Sarah Disciple and leave Dave alive. These 2 would trade. We've still got good stuff coming down the line later. How much is the Wizard's Lightning worth for us? Or would we rather just play the Gorger? I might just rather play the Gorger, even though it means giving up the Thallid. Sorry, Dave. Yeah, I think Dave is biting the dust. True tragedies. I was thinking we'd get them pretty bad with like a trick, but Ratification was going to get Dave in a couple of different directions, so. Okay, but Gorger's a nice follow-up. Time of Ice, alright. Yeah, my opponent's playing a reasonable tempo game here. I think we probably do need to Wizard's Lightning the Sarah Disciple now. I guess actually probably use Goblin Barrage, right? Later on, we might be nice to sacrifice a Goblin, but right now it actually doesn't do tons anyway. My opponent can tap down the Gorger again, but that just doesn't do all that much. And again, we've got these 2 Chroniclers in hand, so if we can just kind of delay the game, they're going to do tons and tons of work for us. Opponent opts here. Time of Ice has been impressive to me. This card does stuff. Alright, I'm not unhappy with Journey Mage, actually, since it sets up Wizard Lightning nicely. We're not going to get the 2 free damage to the face, but that's alright. Still don't think I really care too much about Pegasus Courser. Time of Ice is especially good against us, since we're kind of stumbling on lands here, but... Alright, well, that's a reason why we would have rather have Goblin Barrage, I suppose. And Scry 2's big. We might actually lose this game. Maybe I was playing a little bit conservatively, a little bit too cavalier. I definitely could have not swung in to what my opponent was doing. But they're playing a pretty good tempo game. Yep, take it. Okay, another land. Do we just want to 2-for-1 ourselves? It's possible my opponent just doesn't block too, because that looks scary. They may just want the 4 damage repeated. No, alright. So yeah, let's just Wizard Lightning. We'll 2-for-1. But then we have a Baloth Gorger in play. Like I said, we still have the Gitu Chroniclers that'll be coming down the pipes. So I think we can take kind of some bad value plays. Oh man, another one? Alright, my opponent's deck's sweet. Opponent's deck is sweet. But we can maybe take some sort of questionable value plays if we're gonna... A little bit interesting they're not willing to try and double lock there. But I guess they know we have a lot of tricks. Okay, so we can play Bloodstone and the Shepherd. We're gonna swing at the Gorger for sure, for sure. Yeah, things are looking a little bit worrisome. Oh wow, 3? Wow. Alright. So we got 3 Wizards Lightnings. They got 3 Cloud Reader Sphinxes. Okay, no attacks. I am happy with no attacks. Do we want to trade a Gorger for a Sphinx? Seems fine to me. Do we want to trade a Goblin for a Courser? Seems less fine to me. Alright. Get him, Gorger. Yeah. Alright. Yep, it is. You're gonna kill it. It's gonna be super dead. Mostly I just want to get rid of these Sphinxes, though. They're scary. Let's cast with Kicker. No value for the Bloodstone Goblin. That's alright. And we're gonna get back... I guess Goblin Barrage is just one more expensive, or Shivering Fire is one more expensive than Goblin Barrage, right? Grab Goblin Barrage. Plan on using that next turn to kill off the Sphinx. Okay, Weight of Memory. Opponent draws a lot, but it doesn't do tons right now. Ooh. Okay, Benevolent Honor Guards. Fine draw. Okay, there's a Keldon Raider, which I like. If we just Barrage now, we can swing the Sap Herd and the Goblin. I think we do just want a Barrage. Still have another Chronicler that could be coming back. Yeah, Keldon Raider just doesn't give us any value right now, and Chronicler I think wants to probably get Goblin Barrage again. And this is an extra 4 damage that might come back in a little bit, so I think this is just okay to kind of make an aggressive line. My opponent might trade for the Bloodstone Goblin, in which case we don't get any extra value off the Barrage, but they may not realize there's tons of extra value anyway. Okay, opponent is willing to trade. That's alright with us. And let's pass. So we can use Chronicler next turn, or Keldon Raider. Ooh, Memorial to Glory, and another Pegasus Courser. Okay, so that shores up the ground fairly well for my opponent. And Even Century, okay. Opponent is officially out of cards here. Okay, Wizard's Lightning is a great draw. So we can just Lightning and play Keldon Raider. I guess not pitching anything. Yeah, alright. So let's kill the Even Century. Let's swing in with these 2, just for a point of damage. And my opponent's deck looks really good too. Like, I think had they not mulled to 5, this could be a very different game. We're not going to discard. And we're just going to pass back. My opponent's also probably rolling their eyes that we're taking so long on our plays, but I'm kind of a slow player in general, and it definitely is a little bit worse when I'm recording for you guys, but okay, Angelic Flight, just gain for damage is not bad. Ooh, Gift of Growth. This doesn't gain trample, right? But that's a lot of damage. So we can swing for 2. They're going to sack this, create 2 1/1s. The Gift of Growth maybe does some really good work then. I guess we may want to leave like the Chronicler back and the Saproling back. But let's swing at the other two. I wouldn't be surprised if they like crack and try. Ooh, no, they didn't. Alright, just allowing it. So we're just gonna play the Chronicler and get back some stuff then. Cast with Kicker. So the question now becomes, opponent's just sacking the Memorial in response. Yep. Question becomes if we'd rather take Wizard's Lightning because it goes to the face, or Goblin Barrage because it kills off Pegasus. I think with Gift of Growth, going to the face maybe is pretty nice. Let's take, well, yeah, I think let's take Wizard's Lightning. I could see us regretting that, but... Okay, so my opponent's at 3 more or less. So we just swing with everything here and try and Gift of Growth and try and Wizard's Lightning and finish off the game. Sounds like a plan. They'd have to have something pretty good. I don't think there's Aetherize in this set or anything like that. Okay, just taking 6, unless you say otherwise. Okay, Gideon's Reproach, and I guess we can just Gift of Growth and make it huge in response. And that should be more than enough to kill off my opponent. Alright, cool. Picked up match 1. Game 2 is probably a little bit closer than it should have been, but still a victory. Cool, I'll see you guys for match 2. Back for match 2. Definitely pushing the limits of things we're happy with. I think I'm going to keep this again, with the understanding that we can play Chronicler if we need to, and that Wizard's Lightning's pretty good. But we could just Flood, and I don't like Flood. Yeah, that's not a good first start. Not a good first start. Ooh. Alright, another blue-white deck with a Mesa Unicorn. Okay, another Wizard's Lightning is a welcome draw. Not going to play the Chronicle here. Don't care too much about the 2 life compared to the value this could get us later on. Yep, and down to 18. Okay. Opponent having a pretty nice curve out over there. Yep, let's go ahead and pass. Wizard's Lightning up. Come on, enchant something. You know you wanna. Ho ho ho, the value. The dream. The dream. Oh, the greed. Okay. Well, that was fantastic for us. It's bad if they have a combat trick, but the fact that they didn't... Yeah. We got a 2-for-1 and a massive tempo boost. Okay, let's take our Llanowar Elves. We still have Wizard's Lightning. We can use on the Trapper if needs be. Next turn we can play Gitu Chronicler and bring 1 back. And then we are out of gas. Yeah, I think we're just shooting it. Lightnings for days. Opponent got a Cloud Reader? No, Humrid Explorer. Kinda whatever about that card. Opponent is choosing themselves, which I think is usually going to be correct. Couple islands, Jousting Lance, and Deep Freeze. Okay, Keldon Overseer will do stuff eventually. For now, let's just cast our Chronicler with Kicker. Get back a Wizard's Lightning. And pass. So next turn, I guess we could Keldon Overseer and hit him for some damage. They swing for 3 and play like a good threat. Maybe that'll be the line. Okay, Skittering Surveyor. Not particularly exciting. Okay, finding their second blue source, which they may have been lacking. Alright, another land's not great. Again, though, we kept a 5 land hand. Like, I don't know if we can complain too much. We're up to 7. Yeah, I'm going to play the Keldon Overseer. I'm actually not going to swing with it. But we'll attack my opponent with their own Humrid Explorer here. And I guess this card just becomes like a 3-1 that nugs my opponent for just a little bit. There are worse cards. Alright. So, what's the dream here? Like, I guess finding Baloth Gorge would be great. Siege Gang Commander is always exciting. If we can draw that, we're super happy. Primordial Worm. Like, we have good stuff. But yeah, more lands than we would like. Alright, opponent debated playing something pre-combat, but did not. I am just going to trade. We are, I think, on the defensive here. Okay, Tolarian Scholar, not really a card. Good, that's all my opponent really has. I guess you could say the same sort of thing about Spore Crown Thallid, though. Not a super exciting card. Let's just pass. Wizard Lightning is a nice little bit of insurance. If my opponent tries to get in, has like a trick or something, Wizard Lightning will do the job. Academy Journey Mage. Probably bouncing Thallid. I wouldn't think you'd want to bounce the Chronicler. Yeah. Doesn't actually do much, though. There's no real good attacks still for my opponent. Like, okay. So we could trade Llanowar Elves for the Surveyor. And take 2, or we could just take 1 and not do that. I guess it's double block. Yeah, they got in for a couple points. I guess you can't be unhappy with that. Especially when we're only at 10 after this. Apologies if you guys can hear the motorcycles outside. Alright. A Knight of Nubenalia. And my opponent's down to 1 card in hand. Don't love another forest. Still have Wizard's Lightning. Go ahead and pass. Opponent might just kind of swing in with everything. Yeah, alright. So if we go like block, block. They have a trick, it's bad. Do we just want a Wizard's Lightning? I really don't think so. I feel like the Tolarian Scholar gets blanked by so many things. Not by a mountain, though. We shoot it now? My problem is if I shoot that and then we find like a big ground blocker and they just play like any flyer, it looks so bad. Well, I guess Wizard's Lightning doesn't save us from that flyer anyway. I guess we're gonna have the mana to cast it next turn anyway. Alright, well. Guess we should have done this a couple turns ago. Hard to know. Play Bloodstone Goblin, play land. We are top decking. And we don't have much time. Academy Drake's a great card, especially this late in the game. Okay, we hit Goblin Barrage. That's a good one too. We could sacrifice the Goblin to the kicker and then give the Goblin +1/+1 in Menace too, for the extra value. That top deck though. Hey, we're not dead. We're not dead. We've drawn a lot of lands. We're not dead. It's maybe greedy to swing with the Bloodstone Goblin there. I don't know of any hasty creatures my opponent could have. No, not a Courser. Need more removal now. Alright, well I'm going to swing. There's no way my opponent blocks here. At least I wouldn't think. Well, okay. I'm pretty sure you just want to conserve your lethal threat, but I suppose that's my opponent's prerogative. So we still have a lot of good removal, but we are at 1, and 1 is a low life total. Yeah, I don't know. If we Wizard's Lightning the Academy or the Tolarian Scholar, like way back when, I think we actually could have had a shot in this game. But yeah, I don't know. Hard to know. We drew a lot of lands in a row, too. Okay, 0-1 against White-Blue Flyers again. Pierce the Sky, definitely coming in. Saw 1 enchantment. My opponent might take that out, actually, though, given how bad it probably felt to have it ruined last game. Overseer felt unexciting. Bring that Journey Mage. Do you care about anything else? No, I think this is... Sure. Do we take out Dave? Not really sure what I want to cut. Yeah, I think Dave might bite the dust. The ground blockers are a little bit less likely to be powerful, and Bloodstone Goblin can get in the late game sometimes. Dave is only really good if we find Yavimaya Sappered, so... Okay, would like to play first. And still kind of land heavy, although Memorial to Unity does help that a little bit. I think I'm going to keep, and Keldon Raider actually, are both pretty good in land heavy hands. Okay, opponent not anything yet. Another Keldon Raider, always welcome. Let's play a Bloodstone Goblin. Opponent no play just yet. We're not going to have a turn 3 though, so they're not too far behind. And I have to imagine they'll have something here. You can keep, like, just turn 4 plays, and maybe in this format it's even okay, but it is maybe a little bit slow, a little bit optimistic. Alright, well, let's play our Keldon Raider and pitch one of our many extra lands. Man, this card is so good. I just love the fact that it's like a great body, but also fixes bad hands like this. Nice. I will trade a Forest for a Wizard's Lightning any day after turn, like, 4 when I have 4 mana. maybe not when you're super mana screwed, but outside of that. Okay. Tolarian Scholar. And getting in there. And a Pegasus Courser. Wizard's Lightning does not effectively answer the Scholar. They don't have a great answer to the Keldon Raiders either, though. Okay. Let's play another Raider. Well, actually, I guess let's swing with both. I don't think there's anything that's going to change the way this play lines up, depending on what we draw from Keldon Raider, so... Pretty sure my opponent's blocking, but... Let's put the fear in him. Okay. Opponent goes down to 14. Keldon Raider... Pitch another land. Ooh, Pierce the Sky. That's great. Fantastic. We still have Memorial to Unity at some point if we need it as well. Although the Keldon Raiders pulled a lot of lands out, so we're not looking as bad here. Sarah Angel. Okay, well, that's pretty good too. So we could shoot both and just swing for 10. Like, that's not that bad of a play, I don't think. On the other hand, if we shoot the Sarah Angel and swing for 8, that's still a lot. And then we can play Holler too. Holler at your boy. Alright, let's Pierce the Sky. Rest in peace, sweet Sarah Angel. Very good card, and a lot prettier than the dragon, but still dead, just like the dragon too. With everything. One goes down to 6. And between Holler and Wizard's Lightning, I think we probably got him next turn. We're still at a very healthy life total, so. They do have 3 cards in hand. They'd have to answer a lot of threats, though. Yeah, I think this game was really a testament to the power of this card in particular. Like, we had a really heavy mana hand. This drew us 2 real cards in Pierce the Sky and Wizard's Lightning. Okay. Dub is fine. Doesn't actually go real far towards saving my opponent, though. Means their trades are better. That's kind of it. I think we just go for it. If they have another removal on top, I guess they go like kill, kill, remove, and they're only down to 1. It's a little bit scary. We just call the bluff, though, if they don't have anything. Maybe let's play the Void first. See what we scry into. Yeah, let's bottom that. So no extra information gained. The Memorial to Unity. Find a Chronicler. Okay. Yeah, so that means that Wizard's Lightning actually is just very close to lethal on its own. My opponent doesn't know we have this too. So let's just swing with everything. And hope that's enough. Block. Block, I imagine. Oh no. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. They can't afford to take it from the Raiders. Okay. Opponent goes down to 1. Okay, they do have another trick on top of it. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, cool. I think we got him. Let's play Wizard's Lightning and finish the job. Alright, 1-1. One's playing a lot of auras. Could play Broken Bond. It's not super fantastic. It might be good against the Spectral Flight, the cat thing. Because they might be able to drop something out of the sky and into like the waiting arms of Baloth Gorger or something. I think even with my opponent playing a lot of auras, none of them are truly backbreaking that we've seen. I'd rather just like kill them with Pierce the Sky or like Goblin Barrage. Ship and Fire. Which is a nice place to be in where we can just rely on kind of general removal. We don't have to bring in the more situational stuff. Oh man. Well, got a mulligan here. This is a pretty good mulligan though. Let's go ahead and keep. Keldon Raider. No, I think we need to find lands. I like that card a lot, but... Okay, Goblin Barrage, not great, not great. If we find a third land, though, we have both the Halar and the Sap Herd that we can play. Land. Come on, land. Come on, land. Almost. Okay, we have one more draw. One more draw. Come on, land. Come on, land. Come on, land. Don't fail me now. Right? Ooh, that's unfortunate. So I think we actually swing. We'll use the Gift of Growth. It lets us use our mana up this turn. I think my opponent's likely to block. They've been pretty aggressive about calling our blocks or bluffs before, but not this time. We could just play the Chronicler. That may actually be necessary, which is really rough because I think we're going to need the extra value to get back in the game. But, yeah. Triumph of Gerard. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. That's going to put out a Goblin Barrage range really quick. And also very much defeats the purpose of playing the Chronicler. Come on, land. Ugh. Darn. Well, we're definitely not blocking at this point, so let's go ahead and swing. It's gonna take a little bit of work to get back in this game. Opponent's gonna have to not have tons going on. But a 4/5 Tolarian Scholar with Dub. Well, if we draw like exactly Puncture the Sky or whatever it is, Pierce the Sky next turn, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Wizard's Lightning would have been good. Well, it'd be good if we had lands too. So it's gonna be Lifelink, First Strike, Flying. Yeah, I guess there's no point in leaving stuff back. I think this is out of our reach, though, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe if we played a little bit cleaner in game 1, we could have gotten there. Yeah, I mean, I think you do always keep the mulligan to 6 with 2 lands. Like, the hand actually looked pretty good as a mull to 6. We just did not find the lands we needed. And Triumph of Gerard did a pretty good job of of ruining our day when we couldn't interact with it. If they have like something like Sarah Angel, well, just skittering Surveyor. Maybe there's a world where we can still fight our way through. My opponent's just got a lot of lands in hand. Okay, that is a land. So we can play the Sap Herd and start the endless chump block cycle. Maybe it's not just over. Still not liking our spot. We get up to 7 mana. Ha 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 ha. We could Goblin Barrage and Wizard's Lightning. 7 mana is basically a million, though, compared to what we have right now. So I have to imagine that super swole Tolarian Scholar is going to get in. And we'll block. You had a good life, Saproling. It was short, but you had a good life. My opponent does have an Abyss in play, though. And like any flyer is really bad for us. Okay, if we hit land, we can still Goblin Barrage. Come on, land. I'm playing it all game. Come on, land. Alright. Not out of it. Not out of it. Oh no. Alright, we're out of it. Alright, GG. We had a... well... I guess not technically. Pretty close. Yeah, alright. No reason to call it before it's actually over, but it's actually over. Alright, GG. Pretty wrecked. Dub.deck. Dub.deck. Well, with any luck, we'll follow the same string from our first draft of Dominaria and go win, lose, win, and we can pick up this last game here. But that was a little bit disheartening. I feel like we had a pretty good draw, just didn't quite get there. Thanks for watching, though. See you guys for match 3 in a sec. Alright, we are back for our third and final match. We've got Siege Gang Commander for the first time, and this hand is pretty good. We've got Llanowar Elves, Sulfuran Void, Shivan Fire. I'm happy. Let's go ahead and keep. Opponent is going first. I guess maybe that's the only count against it. But Llanowar Elves will do a good job of getting us that tempo back. Opponent also playing green. Has good taste, obviously. On the other hand, they have a Hazoret sticker, so don't know about that. Okay, this turn, I think we're just going to Shivan Fire the Mason Unicorn? We can also Wizard's Lightning it. Shivan Fire might end up being nice with the kicker later on. It's a little bit more mana efficient. Do we want to play into a combat trick? I think my opponent's less likely to be playing like Dub here, but we have another removal spell, so if we need to, we could still go for it. How much does the 2 damage actually matter? Maybe not tons. Yeah, let's see what else they play. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna kill it then. Yeah, I think I like Wizard's Lightning. Okay. And we still got Shivan Fire available. Let's play the Zalfuran Void. Try and not draw more lands. Do we want Bloodstone Goblin? I guess it's okay. Works well as Siege Gang Commander eventually. We're going to play Siege Gang Commander next turn, I guess, aren't we? I kind of feel like we could do better, but I really don't want another land either. I guess I'll put that on top. And we'll pass. Yeah, we're going to see just how good this card is. My gut says it's pretty good. That's 5 power over 5 bodies, or I guess 4 bodies for 5 mana. And with the ability to sacrifice bits of them to shoot things, like, the value there's kind of insane. Have to imagine they're both coming in. Are we Shivan Firing? It is, I guess we'll have Siege Gang Commander, but it's kind of our only removal spell. We could just take it. Having a tough time lately, like, deciding how often our our life is worth preserving. That sounded dark. Let's take 3. We've taken 4 more damage than we maybe would have had to this game already, though. Oh, I'm not playing anything. I think we're just going to hold the Shivan Fire then. That's not a real surprising draw with a Bloodstone Goblin. Siege Gang Commander! Mr. Commander to you. Card's pretty good. See if my opponent has anything at end step. They do not. They just missed their 4. They're swinging in with both. Okay, yep. I think that's fine. I'm going to shoot goblins at this guy anyway, so I'm just going to take 2. I don't really want to trade away 2 shocks for it, especially when we have a lot of lands in hand and not too much more action. Opponent sitting in some consternation about what they want to play. Mammoth Spider. That's a big one. Alright. Alright, so we have another memorial, or I guess a memorial to Unity. I want to kill the Sap Herd, I'm pretty sure. We could kill a Sap Herd and just play Bloodstone Goblin, I guess. Then if my opponent swings with Mammoth Spider, we can start getting in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and shoot that guy. Rest in peace, Mr. Goblin. Play a Bloodstone Goblin. Don't have Shivan Fire up. That's okay, I think. A Memorial to Unity. And we're just gonna pass. I wonder, I don't know. We took a lot of extra damage, like for just 3 points there. No, Commander. You were so young. Alright. Oh, my opponent's building out the board again. I wonder, we could have left up mana to sacrifice that instead, and maybe gotten a little bit more value. Okay. So if we don't crack Memorial to Unity, it's a little bit suspicious. I think I'm okay being a little bit suspicious, though. I really would like to trade this Shivan Fire away for the Mammoth Spider, plus maybe a little bit extra. Yeah, and being able to pump up our Bloodstone Goblin last minute sounds pretty good, too. If they don't do anything, we can sacrifice Memorial at the end of their turn. These feel like they should be sorcery speed, but they're not, actually, so we're gonna find something. Even though this card died, though, I mean, it's still, like, left behind 2 bodies, it traded for a removal spell, and killed half of another creature. Like, that's a lot of value for 1 card. Okay, after some consideration, my opponent's swinging in. Just with the Sap Herd. That's a pretty good attack, I think, actually. So I was really hoping they'd swing with the Spider, too, and then we could block, pump, go. Yeah, I guess we're just going to trade 2 goblins for it. Yeah, alright. Not, like, in love with that, but it is what it is. One doesn't play anything again. Track the Memorial to Unity. Perfect. Gonna go ahead and grab our Primordial Worm here. And then that's a big guy. Play the Worm. I do want to keep up Shivan Fire, I guess. It's a little bit suspicious, but I don't know how much that means to my opponent anyway. Woohoo! Primordial Worm. We're the biggest creature on the battlefield again. Fear us. Showing the power of Memorial to Unity there for sure. Okay. Opponent may just be pretty stuck on lands. Let's swing with the Primordial Worm. I think they have missed 1 land drop, right? Yeah. Actually not sure which turn it was. I think they do still have some stuff. Seal away. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess maybe we should have been aware of that. That's good. It's likely they had some sort of tricks in their hand. Yeah, we still have Shivan Fire and 2 Bloodstone Goblins. But that is one of the biggest, baddest, meanest cards we could draw in our deck, so that's unfortunate. Realistically, we're looking at winning on, like, Keldon Raiders. Baloth Gorge would be great. We still have other plays. I mean, the Chroniclers are powerful, but that is one of our best big fatties. Okay, finding Sisay here. Come on, swing with the spider, you know you want to. I've been playing like I've got Shivan Fire all day, but you know you want to. Another Bloodstone Goblin. Man, these guys are just rolling off the presses. Pass back. Pegasus Courser. That probably needs to die. Still no attacks. Could just Shivan Fire at end of turn. I guess that's probably correct. That is going to be a problem for sure. All the kicking. The problem is we just really don't have great attacks with these guys anyway. I mean, that looks like a pretty good swing, right? But it just doesn't do that much because they've got Sis or Shauna, I guess, and Mammoth Spider that just block anyway. Yeah, there's a Sap Herd. And here we sit with my opponent. Neither of us really able to make much of a move against each other, it looks like. Neither willing to break the stall. Okay, Chronicler is great. Probably just gonna get back Shivan Fire, right? So now do we swing? Do we just offer the 2-for-1? That's kind of not too bad, actually. Because that means that one Goblin will trade for Shauna. And then... So I guess in that argument, should we get Wizard's Lightning back? Is that even better? I think Shivan Fire is going to be better later on, and they both fight against the spider just fine. Alright, let's swing with our Bloodstone Goblin entourage here. Unless my opponent's got something flash instant speed. I think we're doing pretty okay. And even if they do, it might be fine. And if they don't have something, this is going to encourage some maybe not fantastic blocks. I guess that's true. If we'd gotten Wizard's Lightning, we could have killed an extra Sap Rolling, though. That's not irrelevant. Yeah, okay. Slight mistake. Interesting. I'm okay with that. One takes 6. We do 2-for-1 ourselves, but we get rid of the stupid Mammoth Spider. Not willing to trade off Shauna and the Mammoth Spider for that. Nope. I should just stop talking until my opponent decides what block they want. Okay. After a lot of consideration, my opponent is not blocking. Fair enough. And yeah, let's just pass. We have Shivan Fire next turn. We can pull the same sort of shenanigans if we want to. Opponent gonna try and get in there? Nope. Cool. Ooh, and a Wizard's Lightning. That's nice. So this costs 5. This costs 1, 6. We actually don't have to play the Forest still. So we Shivan Fire first, try and kill off Sisay. Swing in with Wizard's Lightning as well. I think if my opponent had a trick, they probably would have used it. It's possible they just drew one, but not incredibly likely, I don't think. Alright, let's burn some Shauna. Roast Shauna, the best kind of Shauna. Oop, they have trick. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Alright, alright. A little bit wrecked by the Spore Swarm there. A little bit wrecked by the Spore Swarm. Okay, let's swing with our Bloodstone Goblins, though, all the same. We can encourage my opponent to trade, and... Oh, I maybe... Well, no. Never mind, there's too many Saplings. I maybe should have swung with more stuff. Okay, happy with that. So my Shauna won't ever quite die here, but it's still going to work out okay. My opponent's going to go down to 7. Yeah, the Spore Swarm was pretty big blowout, I guess. Oh man, I did it again. No, it'll still work out. I just have to do it before combat. Which has a slightly higher chance of us getting blown out, but it still worked out okay. Shauna. The Spore Swarm. No one expects the Spore Swarm. One still can't attack, though. I don't think we're really in the position to swing in either, though. We swing with everything. They go like block, 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 block. Take 4. Yeah, it doesn't seem great for us. Alright, let's just pass. I'm really just hoping my opponent doesn't play like a huge bomb, but we find like Keldon Raider. We've been holding a land for a long time to get rid of. We find another Chronicler. That's good. We find Baloth Gorger. Like, we have draws. Goblin Barrage wouldn't be bad. Opponent has something, finally. Jousting Lands. Uh-oh. That's pretty scary on Shauna. On the other hand, if they start swinging with that with Shauna, that opens themselves up for not bad attacks. Okay, I'm just gonna make a big snap rolling. Okay. Didn't choose to attack. Alright, well my opponent's drawn like basically every land in their deck, so only fair that we draw basically every land in ours, right? Jousting Lance is going to be good as this game goes on long, though. Corrosive Ooze. Just a Grizzly Bear against us. Yay! Keldon Raider, my favorite. This is basically a 4-mana 4/3 draw card. The real dream. Yes, we want to discard a card. That one. And sure, we'll play that guy. This is a heck of a board stall. We still have one Wizard's Lightning in the deck. Okay, Llanowar Envoy, still adding on to that board stall. And I think we're just going to keep it. We still have another Keldon Raider that we could pitch it to. We still have, like, just no great attacks, right? My opponent's got 7 blockers. We've got 8 attackers. Yeah, I don't see that going great for us. A little bit surprised they're not coming in with Shauna. It's going to be bad for us at some point. Oh, alright. Even Century is problematic. Flyers ignore the board stall. We have a lot of removal, though. That's not it. Do we just don't have attacks, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Toss it back. What a game this has been. Turn 19, we're getting to the point where, yeah, it's been a long game. Okay, we'll take 3. We have a good number of removal spells left, so we could definitely find stuff that deals with the Even Sentry. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't move the Jousting Lance over. Okay, Wizard's Lightning's a good draw. 1, 2, 3. Still just don't have good attacks. It's possible they'd let 4 in somehow, and Wizard Lightning can finish the job. If I swing with everything, they go like block, block, block. Well, block, block, block. Say block, 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 block. Yeah, I don't think they'd take the damage. I wouldn't, especially with the Even Sentry in play. And the potential to swing back for a lot. Yeah, you just play really cautious there. Probably should have killed this main phase. Didn't matter, but should have. Alright. Well, we have a lot of mana. Okay, there's the other Keldon Raider. Holding on to Mountains has been our upside. Yes, we do want to discard a card. Aha! Look at our Saproling and Sapherd. They have reached their final form. I don't know how we're winning this game. We have like no big board wipe. We have fewer cards in our deck than our opponent does. Do we have both Goblin Barrages still in the deck? Guess we do. That's a way we could win. We haven't used either, right? Okay. Goblin Barrage victory, that sounds pretty sweet. Kind of amusing that even if we get a huge Baloth Gorger, it's still super small compared to Shauna. Still surprised my opponent just hasn't been attacking with Shauna aggressively. But I guess if they do that, then maybe they start encouraging us to make attacks. But still, this could have been, like, kill a creature a turn for a long time, I think. And that Spore Swarm way back when was a big deal, wasn't it? Alright. I'm gonna start getting in with Vigilant Knights. Kind of amusing. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna just take it. Do something like that, I guess. Just let my opponent take their pick on what they want to kill. Guess maybe don't want the Saproling in there, because if they have a way to get rid of Spore Crown Thalet, although I don't really know what they'd have. Well, they could have the Pounce card. They have the Pounce. This isn't terrible. Goes down to 2, but that's still fine. Yeah, let's just block like that. They do get to trade up for sure, though. Yeah, like I said, I think they should have been being a little bit more assertive, a little bit more aggressive. Between Shauna and the Jousting Lance, like, they got stuff. Gift of Growth. That changed anything. I think we're just gonna sandbag it. If we find a Goblin Barrage, that might be enough. So we have 5, 9 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers, but we have to pay a lot for them too. So I guess we could swing with everything and kick Giant Growth or Gift of Growth once, or not swing with everything. Fungal Plots. Alright. Oh no! Sacrificing Saprolings gains some life though. Ugh. Not the life gain. Pretty cool. Just gonna exile a ton of creatures, make a bunch of Saprolings. Do I want to waste any more time? I think this game with that in play might be out of reach. Block like that. We are slowly trading off creatures, which is probably actually good with Gift of Growth, but yeah, they're just gonna have so many Saprolings. Looks grim. Okay, I guess there's no reason not to play lands with Baird in play as well now. Yep. Exile away. Oh, I mean, all the Saplings are cute, but it's cute they're a different kind, too. Shauna. That's been pretty good in this game. So we still have another Gitu Chronicler, which... Wait, do we? I think we do. Yeah. Which can bring back a Wizard's Lightning, too. Okay. Sacrificing and drawing some cards. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, we want that Goblin Barrage anyway, right? It's a lot of counters. Shauna? No, not Shauna. No, I think we don't have an attack. Okay, let's pass. Oh dear. Shauna's gonna be a problem though. The Gift of Growth might just give us just enough though to sneak past my opponent, especially with the Bloodstone Goblins. Maybe? Probably not. Oh no. Oh, that's true. And Goblin Barrage wouldn't have worked anyway, because it's not on each other creature, it's on Shauna as well. So that would have been a blowout. I think we lose. This is feeling bad. On the plus side, I think we found a matchup where we do want the Broken Bond for sure. Shauna, again, do your dirty work. Ooh, alright. Coming in with the force. Alright, so we go... Block a lot of stuff. Can we block a lot of stuff? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have... Can't block that anyway. So there's 10. We've got 8 blockers. They do a minimum of 2 points each. We are dead. Alright. GG. Opponent successfully countered that up. That wasn't great. I think we do want Pierce the Sky. I think we want a Broken Bond. They gave us actually a lot of targets between the Lance and the Seal Away and everything. Wish we had some like more big creatures to play. Maybe like Cyclopses. Bloodstone Goblins don't seem fantastic compared to how many creatures they're dropping onto the battlefield. Creatures you control getting first strike might be pretty good. Yeah. I think we do want to run amok. Journey Mage over Overseer, probably. I don't think we need Fire Elemental. Maybe something like that, though. Maybe cut all of our Bloodstone Goblins. Those just don't feel all that exciting. I think the game's likely to go long. Likely to get a board stall again. Still think we want Goblin Barrage. What are we cutting? Maybe Gift of Growth? Feels pretty okay, though. Even if it's not giving Trample, it still costs my opponent a lot of... Like, it could potentially ruin a multi-block pretty badly. Kind of looking at the Gitu Journey Mage. Or the Gift of Growth. Maybe Gift of Growth. Feels like we really want tricks to try and like force through damage though. Yeah, alright, Journey Mage bites the dust. We definitely drop down a fair amount on creatures here. Especially on the 2-drop end. I think that's okay. Yeah, I would like to play first. And this hand's pretty good. Let's go ahead and keep. A little bit heavy on the land side. But we have Pierce the Sky, which is solid, and then we can play a turn 3 Rampaging Colossus, which is also solid. Llanowar Elves is obviously a good turn 2 play. We have to play this game kind of quickly, since game 1 took basically an eternity. It's a technical term. Okay, might as well play Memorial to Unity. I don't think we're playing Pierce the Sky here. And next turn we'll have a Rampaging Cyclops. Have to imagine my opponent's got a 2-drop here. But maybe not. Ace Unicorn. Okay, it's a good one. Broken Bond not looking fantastic just yet, although I'm sure it will have a target eventually. Same with Pierce the Sky. Both powerful cards, both cards that don't do too much right at this immediate second. Okay. The Envoy is not bad. So we could just trade the Cyclops for, like, the Envoy. That's pretty unexciting. Let's wait till we get a trick. Rampaging Cyclops is forever. Forever! I wonder if these were a bad sideboard option, since they're pretty bad against double blocks, too. Maybe not quite as bad as the Bloodstone Goblin, but close. Okay, there's the Shauna. Nobody likes a Shauna. Okay, Wizard's Lightning's pretty good. I think with that in mind, we are gonna get in there with the Rampaging Cyclopses. Maybe just one of them. If we swing with both, as my opponent block. I don't really want to let the Mesa Unicorn go unchecked, though. Yeah, I guess I'll just swing with one. Cast or seal away. Okay. Well, you sealed it away. We're gonna just Broken Bond that, I think. It's not an instant, so doesn't do anything mid-combat, unfortunately. Yep, don't have any lands. But we'll just grab our Cyclops back. It's mine. We can Wizard's Lightning in response to kill off Shauna, because Shauna feels like she could just get crazy out of hand in this match. I really want to have it for the Cyclopses, too. Suspicious. That feels like a spore thingamajigger to me. So these will do 4 potentially. Ooh, another Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, okay, I think we'll go for it then. So again, with 1 Cyclops, with all the firepower back up in the world. Yeah, so we're just going to shoot Shauna then. My opponent makes a bunch of Saprolings, but then Wizard's Lightning hopefully will make a little bit of a mess too. Sure. We could just offer the trade here. It's not actually that bad for us. Maybe Wizard's Lightning is nice to keep around. Yeah, okay. And pass back. Opponent tapping mana excitedly for a big Untamed Kavu. Alright. It's kind of bad for us. Another land. This costs 4, right? Yeah, in effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can keep up Wizard's Lightning and do both if we play the land. Are we going to have to use the Lightning on the Kavu? It's a 2-for-1 against us. That feels bad. Untamed Kavu is a good card for sure. 5/5 Vigilance Trample for 5. I was like 1 step away from Warpede at uncommon. Ooh. In with the Force. It is a surprise. Especially given how cautious my opponent was last game. If they attack like this, we're just going to block the Mace Unicorn and not look back. Yeah. If they have like a trick or something, we can still Wizard's Lightning. Opponent knows we have a lot of those in the deck. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, I guess we'll just Wizard's Lightning the Untamed Kavu then. So at least they'll both die. So let's us trade up ever so slightly. Take 3 here. We're gonna crack our Memorial. Okay. Sap Herd. Bring in some more Saplings to the fray. I think we want Keldon Raider rather than Halar. And we're probably playing that next turn, whether we can pitch a land effectively or not. Ooh, Baloth Gorger. Although we're actually only, I guess we're 2 mana away from it. I actually want to play the Baloth Gorger, I think. Keldon Raider's kind of nice because I think I'd rather pitch off extra lands. I don't think that the difference between a 7/7 and a 4/4 is going to be real massive when my opponent's just absolutely oozing Saprolings. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing with the Baloth Gorger, I think. If you want a chump block, I am crazy okay with that. Okay, that's okay too. Okay, after some consideration, my opponent decided on Mace Unicorn and the Sap Herd. Fine by me, I don't have anything, so we'll take our clean 2-for-1. Play a Keldon Raider. Pitch a Forest. Primordial Worm. Excellent. That's a big card. Yeah, I'm hoping we just kind of run out my opponent of resources. Ew, Mammoth Spider. Alright, fine. That was good. When they tapped their mana really quickly, I was thinking, Shalai, yes, we can pierce the sky that. But not quite. Yeah, let's play Primordial Worm, and we'll just pass. I think this is going to be better on the board as is. Siege Gang Commander is good, though. And there's maybe even an argument to playing the Siege Gang Commander and then waiting next turn, just so that the Primordial Worm is really, really hard to multi-block. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Ooh, Shivan Fire, though. So yeah, let's swing with the Worm. See how they block. Maybe get to get them with Shivan Fire. and then play the Siege Gang Commander. Kind of however you cut this is going to be a multiple cards for one. That's an easy 6 if they want to do it that way. Let's cast our Shivan Fire. Just wipe out this poor Envoy. Nice. And 3 free Saplings is a great deal. And play Siege Gang Commander. Okay, I think we're pretty far ahead now. Opponent's best draw is probably Shalai, and we still do have the Pierce the Sky waiting for her. Fungal Plots is good, though. It's going to buy them a lot of time. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures in the graveyard. It's a lot. Fungal Plot seems really sweet. I can't wait to play with that card. Is there any reason to play this? Or do we just want to wait for the Keldon Raider? Don't really think so. Do we want to get in with the Raider, trade 2 for 1 on the Spider? I think we kind of do. Maybe not. The problem with the worm is that my opponent's just going to chump block forever. Yeah, I guess that's not the end of the world. Yeah, Fungal Plots is going to be a lot of time for my opponent. Yep, makes a token. We just want to shoot tokens? Doesn't feel like the way we win. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a hard card for us to beat. Okay, opponent's gaining 2 life, drawing a card. And yeah, I mean, that's all she wrote, I think. We are really short on time here, too, which is going to be a problem eventually. We just want to throw a bunch of goblins at the Mammoth Spider, try and clear the way that way. Doesn't feel great. I think that might be necessary, though. Rest in peace, all goblins. Is that target? Gotta be careful I target correctly with these goblins here. It would be disastrous to target the goblin I sacrificed or something on accident. Yeah, I guess we should have just done this before. But such as it is. Alright. Let's go ahead and swing with our 2 big fatties. This is consigning our Keldon Raider to its fate, I imagine. That's okay. I'm just going to block and draw. Okay, too. I think the biggest danger here is actually that we're just going to run out of time over the course of this game. Because we're just not going to be able to eat through my opponent in time. I think we have good answers to like Shalai, and that's probably their last real impressive threat. Like Pegasus Courser is going to take a long time to kill us. But we just can't realistically fight through enough Saprolings, I think. Because this makes basically $1 million. But we'll play quick. And who knows? We might be able to get there still. Ooh, Icy Manipulator. That's a good card. And Sap Herd, also a good card. Darn. I mean, it's sweet. I'm glad that this deck is good, because I want Fungal Plots to be a good card. But Goblin Barrage. Yeah. You know, realistically, I could try and play for like time with my opponent, but I think they beat us, and I think it's fair to call it that way. I just don't think there's anything we can draw, really, to fight our way through all of these Saprolings. They're kind of out. I don't know, I guess they're kind of out of cards. Icy Manipulator is going to hold on for a long time, but I guess they are kind of out. maybe we can still find something. Okay. We're just going to sacrifice our Siege Gang commander, I think. Oops, let's target not this commander. And sacrifice him. Yes, we do want to sacrifice him to his own ability. That actually worked out pretty well. I wonder if my opponent didn't know that was an option. Maybe we can. Maybe they mill themselves. It's not impossible. Not real likely. Okay, Chronicler's good. Swing with our Raider. Oh, just chump blocking. Let's play our Chronicler. Oop, they're doing something else. Okay, making more Saprolings. Maybe we'll get the moral victory if we can manage to win this one. Let's cast this with Kicker, though. And we're just going to get back the Shiv and Fire, I think. Yeah, no way to get through Icy Manipulator. They've got a lot of cards they're going to draw. We do still have an answer for Shalai, which we've had for forever, but interesting. I guess it doesn't matter too much, since they're probably chump blocking anyway, but you have to admit it's a little bit interesting. They're just taking it. Okay. Jousting Lance. Sure, I think we'll just kill that. Make some more Saprolings, equip up a Saproling. What a grind, what a slog. Yeah, now we don't have a great attack with the Raider either. Yeah, I guess we're just passing. We just, yeah, maybe that's the danger of this deck, because we don't have any, like, overrun effect, we don't have any flyers, nothing that just goes over the top. Yeah, play the Sap Herd. No real reason not to. Seal Away. Getting rid of our Primordial. Man, didn't we already get rid of a Seal Away? Not good enough, I guess. I don't know, part of me really is just like, give up. You're not doing anything this game. But it feels bad just throwing the towel like that, too. But yeah, I don't think we're ever doing anything either. Hey, Zalfrin Void. I love me a scry when the game is on the line. Nah. That's actually not terrible, because we keep my opponent from, I don't know, like really getting us. Okay, yep. Even Sentry, we're just gonna shoot that. And if we played a little bit faster, we maybe have been a little bit. Yeah. I feel like my opponent's probably gonna mill. I think we actually just have answers for everything they can play. But there's not really enough time left in the game either for that. Okay, there's Baird. Wizard's Lightning that. Yep. And I think we'll just Goblin Barrage Baird, I guess. Yep. I guess it's a little bit of a disadvantage. We should have held another land for Keldon Raider, but we're low on time and I'm playing a little bit sloppy. Opponent's kind of, no matter what, still going to be able to get at least like one token off Shalai since it's taken so long. But it is what it is. They didn't equip the Jousting Lance, so that's good. Sure, get in there. Console, we got 4 cards left in the deck. Jousting Lance. That 3/1 first strike, though. We'll play. Yeah, no attacks. Let's play the Chronicler. Bring back Wizard's Lightning, sure. Wizard's Lightning, it'll work. There we go. Play land, pass the turn. So yeah, Shalai is like one of their last 3 cards in the deck. That's pretty funny, honestly. Yep. 3 Saprolings. Manipulator. And I guess we'll play the Spore Crown Thallid. Not that it does much. Okay, it's one of these. It's the last card in their deck. Oh, no. Alright. So they get to buff everything all the heck. Get to do it twice, right? Pierce the Sky. They actually F6'd. That's funny. So I think that'll be game for this one at least. And we're gonna go to time, like, but that's funny. Alright. Hey, 1-1. What a slog. Is there any way we can possibly win in 30 seconds? I don't even know if that's possible. I guess let's bring in like everything we have that's aggressive and just go for it. Yeah. It feels good to be playing Strict Prospectors and Lava Runners. Who needs Primordial Worms? This is stupid. Yeah, we're just gonna like take out everything. It's all 2 drops from here on out. Drop some lands. Definitely not Memorial. What even is that card? I guess it's bringing back in like 1 forest. It seems like 14 lands. This seems good. Let's run it. Oh yeah. The dream hand. All right. Llanowar feet down. Here we go. Oh god, it's all going so fast or so slow or something already. Oh my goodness, we've already taken 15 of our 30 seconds. Only we'd been a little bit faster. We maybe could have gotten something going. That's funny. Wizard's Lightning the face, come on! Hey, we got him. Got him, boys. Alright, well, that's a little bit of a shame. If we played a little bit faster, we maybe could have gotten there, but it was still fun. We managed to mill out an opponent. We saw just how like maddening the is it fungal spawning? What even is that card? I don't remember. Fungal plots that can be. Yeah, should have played faster. It ended up burning us in the end, but it was a fun match anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed mono 1 and 2 drops there at the end. Well, what do we think about the deck? The deck ended up feeling a little bit less good than I thought. We did have just a billion interactive spells. I feel like we were a little bit light on like good finishing creatures. Like I would have liked to have another Primordial Worm or another couple of Baloth Gorgers, something like that. I think we had the tools to beat a lot of decks, but if they went really wide or went really big, I think we did kind of end up losing some steam. Maybe this deck was just a little bit too mid-range for the format, actually. Like, I feel like Like Amonkhet, in Amonkhet this might have been a little bit too slow, honestly. I don't know. But this maybe just didn't go quite big enough, I guess. Didn't have enough crazy redundancies or anything. It's a shame to lose that last match that way, but it is what it is, too. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I appreciate everyone out there. You guys are the best. I know there's a lot of new people that are watching, excited about the new set, so thanks for, I guess, coming and stopping by and seeing me. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time.